All right, so here we're supposed to use a different formula, and the formula we're supposed to use here is not that. A is equal to P times 1 plus RT. Okay, so in some cases they give us everything and we just plug it in and we solve for A, but in this case they give us A, they give us P, they give us T, and we're supposed to solve for that rate. So putting everything in, we have 22135 equals P, which is 19,000 times 1 plus, now R is what we're looking for, times T, which is 39 weeks. Now, is it 39 weeks what we put in there? No, it's 39 out of 52. Okay. So that gives us that. And now what we have to do is solve for R. So we're going to divide both sides by 19,000. And then after that, those cancel. Now we need to get rid of that 1. So we're going to subtract 1 from both sides. So now we're down to 22135 over 19,000 minus 1 equals 39 over 52 times R. And I write it that way because it's easier to put the number first. And now to get rid of the number here, we multiply by 52 over 39. So I'm going to multiply that whole thing by 52 over 39. And so then R will give us whatever that is. Now I'm going to show you two ways to do this. So first I'm just going to plug it in that way. So I'm going to have, it was 52 divided by 39, and then it was times, and then we had the 22,135 divided by 19,000, and then we have minus 1, and that gives us 0.22. And remember, that's a decimal, so that's going to give us actually 22%. Now, the other way we can do this is we can use our calculator to do all the nice algebra. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to math, and then we're going to go over here, and we're going to arrow up until we, oops, what are we doing here? I don't know why I arrowed over. Math, arrow up, hit numeric solver. And what we're doing is type the equation as it is in our, as we wrote it down the first time, which is the 22,135 as the left side, equation 1 of the equation. And the other side we had was 19,000 times 1 plus, and then R, we don't have R, but we do have an X. We can put X. And then our T was times 39 divided by 52 and in parentheses. Now we've got everything in here. So now if you had an actual calculator, this OK would be right over the graph. So we hit graph. Now we make a guess. It doesn't matter what your guess is usually, but I'm just going to leave it as it is here. And I'm going to hit graph again, and it gives me the same 0.22. So it does all the algebra for you, and you get your answer here. So in either case, we get the solution R is equal to 0.22 or 22%. Okay. Same thing here. We're just going to plug everything in. So we're going to get 410 is equal to 400 times 1 plus, and then this time we know R, so it's 0.1, but now we don't know T. Okay. So now let's plug that in with the second method so we don't actually have to solve it. We can do the solving also, but it doesn't really matter since we now know how to use this feature. So we just arrow up, and so now we're going to say, okay, well, that was 410, if I can type, and then enter down here, and then let's delete some things here. So that was 4, 1, and then I deleted too many, 0. And then we have this, and we can delete that, and then this is going to be the decimal of 0.1. And so now we can say, okay, well, let's solve that one. And see, if you don't put the right numbers in, it's not going to always give you the right value. So let's put in, so what we're looking at is going to be some number here. So let's put a 1 and see what it gives us. It gives us that. So, oh, I see what I did wrong. I put in the wrong number there. That's supposed to be 400. It's like, yeah, that's why we getting 0. All right, 0.25. That works. Now, if you don't type the right thing, you don't get the right answer. So that's another thing to notice here. So 0.25. Now, what is that 0.25? Well, that's part of a year. And so basically, our time is going to be 0.25 or 1/4 of a year if we put it as a fraction. Okay. And again, it doesn't say how to do it, but we know it has to be in a year. So because a lot of our values we end up doing fractions, we'll just put it back into that fraction for the year. All right, let's stop there and we'll come back for some more.